morning felt surprisingly peaceful. No yelling, no crashing out, Addy, no flip-flops, no quiet. Just quiet, my bad. The board is still the same, and Square Dude stood at the front of the room quietly fixing the chalk. The poor chalk always getting bullied, bro. Justice for the chalk. Still calmer than yesterday, still recovering a little. Miles surprised the door opened. I walked in carrying a small container. I walked up to Square Dude's desk quietly, said, "Hey man." He looked over. I placed the vanilla cupcake down carefully, saying, "This is for yesterday." Square Dude stared at the cupcake, then at me, then back at the cupcake, saying, "Thanks." Very quiet, shy, and I smiled, saying, "You welcome." Then something unexpected happens completely. He hesitated, looked down awkwardly, then quietly asked, "You got another one?" The room froze completely. Man slowly looked up from his desk, saying, "Oh?" Aluminum was not there. Meanwhile, Aluminum was still asleep at home. Completely unconscious. Blanket over his head. Alarm going off. Ignored completely. Maz joined in. I blinked, saying, "You want another one?" Square Dude looked away immediately, saying, "Maybe." Maz immediately stood up dramatically, saying, "I got you." He pulled out another cupcake out of his backpack somehow. Nobody questioned it. Squirt accepted it carefully, then started nibbling on it quietly. A tiny smile formed on this creature's face. Why did they spell his name wrong again? Justice for my boy, bruh. Anyway, man stared in disbelief. He likes cupcakes. The principal arrives, then the classroom door opened again. The principal stepped inside carrying a box, saying, "Morning." Everyone looked over. He walked directly to Square Dude's desk, opened the box, and saw there were 6 vanilla cupcakes. He says, "For yesterday, sorry about Addy." The classroom went silent. Square Dude blinked slowly, saying, "All these?" He responds, "Yep." Maz whispered, "Bro, just hit the jackpot." Pencil Fan returns. Right on cue, Pencil Fan walked back into the classroom from the bathroom. She finally came back. That lemonade finally gave her a break. She asks, "What do I smell vanilla?" Then she saw the cupcake, saying, "Wait." She immediately reached for one, but Square Dude slowly looked up at her, making a sad expression. Then his hand slowly reached toward the chalk. Pencil Fan backed away immediately, saying, "Never mind." Maz almost fell out of his seat laughing. Square Dude picked up another cupcake and started nibbling on it. And then everyone noticed that his tiny smile got a little bit bigger. Then small giggles escaped from him. The entire room froze. Nobody said anything. Because somehow this terrifying strict teacher Yo, this is the funniest description I've ever seen in my life. I gotta copy and paste this, bro. I'm crying, dude. This is the best thing that ChatGPT gave me. That was funny. This terrifying strict creature actually has a sauce. That is the perfect description. And apparently It involved vanilla cupcakes. Pennsylvania tries again. Pennsylvania slowly pulled a vanilla cupcake out of her backpack, saying, I got one too, but before she could even eat it, Squirtle slowly reached both hands toward it, silently. Pennsylvania blinked, saying, I was gonna eat this. Squirtle pouted slightly, then slowly put another checkmark beside her name. She says, bro. I saved the moment. I immediately placed 2 more cupcakes beside him on the floor, saying, there. The blue creature instantly picked both up. His smile shrunk back into a tiny one again. But then he started back nibbling on both of them. Maz stared, saying, this is unbelievable. Maz attempts to hug. Maz smiled warmly, then gave Squirtle a quick, friendly hug. Squirtle instantly stopped, slowly turned his head, glared at him. His freaking mood swing is crazy. And they did it again, but why they... Okay, anyway. Maz immediately let go, saying, okay, alright. Then Squirtle casually resumed eating them, like nothing happened. Aluminum wakes up at home. Aluminum immediately woke up, saying, oh no. He grabbed his laptop instantly, joined the Zoom meeting half asleep, saying, did I miss anything? Everyone turned the laptop over toward Squirtle eating them. Silence. Aluminum squinted, saying, you like cupcakes, don't you? Squirtle froze, saying no instantly. Massive hesitation, saying, I don't. I immediately placed another cupcake directly into their hand. Aluminum stared blankly, saying, that's the most obvious lie ever. Then he hung up abruptly. Squirtle looked confused, saying, why'd he leave? 5 minutes later, the classroom door burst open. Pause. Aluminum rushed in carrying a paper bag, saying, I come bearing gifts. He dumped 8 vanilla cupcakes beside Squirtle's desk. One landed directly onto his shoe. Everyone stared. Squirtle slowly took his hat off, placed half the cupcakes into it carefully, then immediately started nibbling on 3 more. Tiny smile again, saving the last 3 for later. Aluminum smiled proudly, then walked to the board and drew a cupcake with chalk. Pennsylvania pointed dramatically, saying, he likes cupcakes. Squirtle folded his arms, saying, no. Maz politely grabbed another cupcake from the hat and placed it gently in front of him. Squirtle slowly picked it up and ate that too. Everyone stared. I whispered, he absolutely likes them. Maz and Aluminum looked at each other. They both gave the blue creature a friendly hug together. This time, he didn't glare immediately. Instead, he slowly looked down at both of them. Then tiny appreciative giggles escaped from him, because deep down, he could tell they were trying to cheer him up, trying to be good friends, even if they were chaotic. But then Aluminum gotta be that guy and ruins it. Aluminum slowly looked at the bird, smirked, saying, while you were distracted, he reached towards his checkmarks. Maybe this disappeared. This dropped instantly. Complete silence. Squirtle slowly looked up, pure anger. Aluminum froze immediately, saying, oh no. Squirtle slowly stood up, still holding the cupcake. Everyone backed away slightly, even me. Maz whispers, you had one job. Ain't no way it ended like that. That's crazy. To be continued.